Hello everyone. Today we are looking at the wetsuit or the new bodysuit. So as I'm sure many of you know, I sell a set of weights for the Second Life avatar to help you rig your clothing. Now before I used a wetsuit, well, what I call the wetsuit. And the problem with this was that it was cut off at the neck and the hands and the feet. So this caused problems when you would transfer the weights and you needed some of the neck or whatever. So, the other part about me making this is I use this product too. So, when I do my own weights or weights that I do for clients, I'm using the same system. So, the same problems that you're going to have, I'm going to have. So I wanted to correct those problems. So I made the suit instead. And this is to kind of differentiate if you're using a bunch of different meshes, that you can kind of tell, which one is the suit. And I also made it so that if you select them, it also has my little name, and that is just a grease pencil. So if you go to the grease pencil, if you select on the object, select object in the grease pencil, here is that layer, and you can just turn it off if you want, or you could delete it if you want to. So, but I just put it on there so that when you're switching between all these different meshes, you're like, okay, that is definitely the wetsuit. Okay, so it does come in handy. And it's not too intrusive, so. But you can, of course, turn it off. So these are the new wetsuits. I hope everybody likes them. I hope it helps everybody. And make sure you should get a download link if you bought this before. You should get a download link sent to your email. So look for that in your email, and then you'll have new download links that you can get these files from. And what I've also included in the pack is a set of standard size shapes, XML files. So you'll have a folder in there with all these XML files, and you can easily switch between your different standard sizes. So that should make it quick and easy to switch between sizes and do all your weights and everything. So in this video, I'm going to not only show off the avatar, or the new suit, and how to do that, but I'm going to show how to do that in your own project, because before, when I did the video, I did it from the actual blend file. So I'm going to do it more like you would probably do this in your own project. So I'm just deleting these, and this is a project that I'm doing for a designer, and I'll kind of show her off real quick. This is Geek, and this is Jada Tiger Paw. So this is the project that I'm doing for her, this outfit that I'm doing for her. And here's her Flickr page. And I'll have some links to some of her stuff below, and her marketplace. And please check out her stuff, but I'm doing some weights for her, and this is the new website, or the new page for it and everything. I changed some of the signs, and I've shown some of the updates, and of course this video will be on the site, of course. Okay, so back to the project. Now I've done a few of these sizes already, and after I've done the size, I usually unbind them from the armature so that I can work on the other sizes. So right now I'm on the medium size here, and so I need to import. And one thing to say too, I've done the small size first with my set of weights, and then I corrected the weights on this dress to make them move perfectly, and then I would use this dress to transfer the weights to the other standard sizes. I would not use my weights, the bodysuit, anymore. Once I have the weights perfect on here, I would use this one to transfer to other clothing items. But I'm going to act like I'm doing this from scratch on the medium so you can see how the process goes. If we look at this file and how it's set up, okay, I'm not assuming that everybody is going to do it this way, but I'm just going to show how this file is set up. Okay, at the bottom, now you can put this stuff anywhere, but this is just an order of how things are. Okay, we have the first slot, the first layer is the extra small, and then we have the extra small, then the small, then the medium, then the large, and then on the next layer over I have put fitted mesh. Now this is how I have set up this file so that I can go through it and rig each one according to what I need. So I've already done the small to extra small and extra small. So I'm doing medium now. Now normally, as I said, I would use the weights I've already done. So I've already done the small and I've made them perfect, or just about perfect. And then I would just use that one. But because I'm kind of showing you guys from scratch, I'm going to show how I would use the suits to do my first one. Okay, and then get perfect weights from there. I'm not going to show how to get perfect weights. I've already shown how to do weights. But I'm just going to show how to transfer the weights with the new body suits. Okay, so I'm on the medium size. Now, one thing I try and do when I do these different sizes is I try and make sure the body is the right size before I rig it. Okay, I don't know if it does cause problems, but you know, I've seen way too many strange things happen to that I've developed an order of which I do things. Okay, so what I've also included a set of standard size shapes. Okay, so just like I'm doing here, I've given you a folder with all the standard sizes in it. Okay, so I'm using medium right now. I'm rigging medium. So I'm going to put the medium body on here. And on this example, Jada is making this dress a little bit differently, and she's kind of reshaping the breasts to go into this dress. So she's going to hide these breasts. That's why they poke through like that. So she meant to do that, and some of the butt and everything. So she's kind of reshaping the body with her mesh because she's going to hide the body. So we don't need to worry about that kind of stuff right now. Now when I go and correct weights and stuff like that, then maybe I might try and hide a little bit of that, but I'm not going to chase those spots because she's going to cover them. Okay, so we have the right avatar size, and now I'm going to bring in, I'm going to go on a different layer. Make sure that my 3D cursor is at center. If it's not, go to Object, Snap, Cursor to Center. Okay, so you always want to start with that cursor in the center. And I'm going to append from that file. Okay, so here's the new file you're going to get from me, the new blend file, weighted bodysuit. Now I want to click that. I want to go to Object and pick the right one. Okay, so now I'm doing classic weights, and I'm doing a skirt, so I want the body skirt. So I want to choose this one. I want to append it, and there is my suit here. Now the first thing we want to do is we want to attach that to the rig. So now we have the body here. Now notice it doesn't fit because we're using a different size here, but that's fine for this. So I have selected, I have the bodysuit selected, then I select the rig. I want to go to Object, and I want to keep here. So notice bind to armature. I want to keep here. Bind it. Make sure I'm on classic too. And everything looks good there. And just to check this, I can select the mesh, go to skin, select one of the bones. There are all the weights. Okay, so now I want to transfer these weights to my suit, or to my dress. So we go back to object, and we want to show the dress. But one thing, just to make sure that we don't have any problems with the body, we want to hide all of... Now normally when you first get, you're going to have all of these showing too. So you can just click on the visibility of each one of those items. Okay. Another neat thing you can do if you want to turn them all off is you can click and hold and turn them all off or on. So I'm clicking and just dragging up, holding and dragging up to turn all of those off. And this way we only have the suit in the scene and the dress, okay, with the rig. So I want to select the dress, select the rig, make sure we're on object mode. Okay, so dress, rig. Now we need to bind, but we don't want to keep anymore. We want to use meshes. We want to use the suit. And these defaults should be good for this dress. So bind to armature. Now if we select this dress, we can go to skin, and we have weights. And they're not bad, but they're, because this weight has this dress has a different geometry than we had on the suit, we are going to have points that need to be cleaned up. Like this needs to be cleaned up. You know, all in through this bending can be cleaned up. But, you know, it's really not that much work considering. And I'll go Alt-R, and we'll go out of this. But that's, you know, and once you get this cleaned up, then you will use this one to transfer to the other dresses. And you'll want to do that because they have the same geometry. Okay, so the verts will match up, and you'll get as close as you can get to an exact transfer of those weights. Okay, I would still advise going through the weights on the different sizes because you do want to double check them. But you'll get a more accurate than doing it any other way. So let's hide that. We can show the body again now. And as I said, the designer is doing something a little different. That's why the breasts are poking through. She's kind of reshaping the body with her dress because she's going to hide it. But that's a quick look at how to transfer these weights and a look at the bodysuit and the new skirts. That might be something to look at real quick here. Yeah, so we use the skirt instead. So now, and hopefully this saves people a lot of time because skirts can be very tricky. So we have a pretty good bend in here. Of course, this needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but that's not bad to start with. And if we go like this, pull this back, so we have a little bit of poke through we need to clean up, but that's not a bad weighting for a dress there. And you'll see as you do longer dresses too, it's even a lot harder. So but that's a quick look at how to use the new bodysuits. I hope everybody likes them. And before we end this video, I'm just going to mention that now that I've kind of perfected my little bodysuit thing and everything, I think that I can rig outfits at a fast enough pace that it can be profitable for both parties. So I'm considering taking jobs to rig clothing if you are having problems, if it's too much for you, but it's not going to be cheap. So check my website. Probably on this product page I'll either put a link or some prices there, probably a link to some prices and a way to sign up for that and a way to contact me, or you can contact me by email. So I'm considering taking on jobs to rig clothing. I will likely have a package for doing all 5 standard sizes and a fitted mesh. So, but check the website out for that. Have a good one, everyone.